Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Polypoid, it's going to be nOOB and RoyaL in a PvT sent to me by RJB. Top right, Orange Terran, it is RoyaL, ASL champion. And in the bottom left, it is nOOB, our yellow Protoss player. And according to his Wikipedia page, let's see if he has won any premier tournaments in his life. Took second place in ASL Team League Season 1. And second place in KCM Race Survival 2020 Season 2. And he did win a major tournament, Wikipedia Shinhan Tank Pro League Season 3. So yeah, he's won major tournaments, but he's never won a premier tournament, and that's okay. He should do very, very well against RoyaL here because, you know, Stasis and Storm and all that stuff. Artosis says that PvT is imbalanced from the Protoss side. So, I think we can believe him, because he's been playing StarCraft for so very long at such a high level. Good old Artosis. Good dude, man. I know he rages a lot in his streams, but every time I've contacted him about a replay that one of my subscribers wants me to cast, he's been nothing but polite and friendly and accommodating, and he's a good dude. Alright, so we got ourselves a barracks on the way. Very, very good. And are we we're saving up? Are we saving up for a Nexus first, nOOB? What the heck, man? Are you crazy? You crazy, Willis? He is. Check this out. Alright, cool. Nexus first. On the docket here for our friend nOOB. He's trying to get away with it, man. This SCV, Steve is scouting. He's scouting so hard. And he's gonna see it. But not immediately, because nobody cross-spawn scouts first. At least not with workers. Sometimes Overlords will cross-spawn scout first to look for super early Marines. Or super early SCVs. But in this case, nah. Alright, man. Here we go. How's RoyaL gonna respond to this? We've seen RoyaL respond to this against Bisu very well. Insanely well. Are you just going home? Or are you going cross-spawn now? This feels bad. Every Terran fan's like, no! Scout bottom left next, sir. Alright, nOOB's gonna get away with this. Against all odds. Totally getting away with this. Gateway, neat. Second gate. Ooh, 2 gates. He's worried. He's like, I'm going to get scouted. A bunker's going to start building. I need some zealots to handle that. We're going to get 2 gates out and then throw up a cyber core. But we need zealots bad. And guess what? You don't need zealots bad. Because RoyaL scouted bottom right and then top left. And he's not going to get here anywhere near in time to do anything to you. Guess what? It's a factory from RoyaL. No big surprise. Not expanding, though. He's playing the respectful build here where you go barracks factory against a Protoss opponent and then expand. And nOOB just went for the utterly disrespectful Nexus first play. What a madman. And he gets away with it. What did I say? What did I say? I said nOOB could win this. The SCV's like, dude, you... Yeah, cancel the bunker. Because he's like, that's a Nexus first timing. That's nuts. And I can't do anything now. There's zealots out. This is completely ready to rock. And this Vulture can't do anything either, because by the time it gets down here, there's going to be a couple Dragoons out. Well, what's he doing? Is he checking to make sure there's not like a proxy gateway up here, or like a proxy Stargate or something crazy? That would be pretty nuts. A proxy Stargate in this matchup would be hilarious. What are you going to do? Like, you're going to build a Corsair against Terran? You're going to proxy, like, a scout? I guess you could, right? There's that stove build where you go early scout against Terran. Absolutely hilarious. Or if you're Snow, you just go and mass scout against Artosis and beat him on stream, and it's everyone's, like, favorite game, man. Okay, look. I understand why people find it funny. But for me, it's like, I've never really found much entertainment in somebody who's significantly levels better at something crushing someone who is at the level lower than them, right? I mean, I kind of flubbed that, but you know what I'm talking about. Like Snow, crushing Artosis with mass scouts. I get it. It's a funny thing. You don't see it a lot, but it's just like, yeah. I mean, Snow can do whatever he wants to defeat Artosis. He's that much better than Artosis is. It's like sometimes there are these clips in the NBA of NBA players hanging out, playing basketball with like 10-year-olds. And, you know, a lot of the time they're like, all right, now pass the ball over here. Now here's how you shoot a free throw. And every once in a while, like, a kid will drive to the hoop, and then this NBA player will just kind of like swat it way out of bounds without even having to jump, because obviously. And I'm always like, it's not, I mean, it's kind of funny, but I don't know. Whatever. It's just Goliath crushing David, you know? Anyway, looks like there's maybe a pause here. Noob in English is like, sorry, go. And Royal's like, yeah, man, I'll go. What the heck? Why are they speaking English to each other? They're both Korean. I don't understand that at all, but whatevs. All right, Dragoon's falling back. Vulture's out. Spider-Mine's here. You know the drill. Singularity charge coming in. Robotic support bay. Did it finish or did he cancel that? Nope, it's here. It's a fast Robo Bay, man. 2-base Robo Bay. This is gonna be Reaver drops. And it's a good map for it. There are big, wide open spaces to drop safely and get some shots off from out of the fog of war. Wow, so this is a Nexus first into Reaver drop play out of nOOB. What a weird idea. What an absolutely bananas idea. I kind of like it, though. Because RoyaL's going to say, oh, you went Nexus first. You're probably going to get a fast third. You're going to go for crazy macro. So I can just kind of hang out. But no, it's actually going to be Reavers faster than maybe RoyaL expects. His siege mode's almost done, though. And what's really good against Reaver drops is just having a siege tank parked like in the general vicinity of your command center. And then the Reaver unloads and goes, immediately takes a siege tank shot. Because those siege tank pilots are robots, man. You think their aiming and firing is automatic? It has to be automatic. There's no human in the Komprulu sector who can, like, from here, spot something over here, target it perfectly, and fire on it instantly. That is beyond human capabilities. I don't know, maybe they make them cyborgs, and they give them, like, robot targeting systems or something. Yeah, this Reaver's going to have to defend against incoming Vultures. Not great, but if you can pick up against Spider-Mines, you can actually do it okay. And then the shuttle's like, peace, bye. But then the Vultures could come back in. I think all they wanted to do was scout this space, and they know. They know it's here. And there's the sound of siege mode. That's it. Carol and Boost coming in. Speed for Vultures actually delayed a little bit, but I guess it gets here when it matters. This probe is probably, I was going to say probably going to die, but no. Definitely not. See, it's just, your ability to Reaver harass is so much better. So much better when you don't have to deal with siege tanks. This is not a... Okay, I was going to say, is that a second starport? Fast? That'd be Wraiths, but nope, that's a science facility. We're going to have something to be able to detect the Invisible Men and EMP the Protoss forces and all that great stuff. He is building a dropship, though. So it's not just science vessels. They just kill an... Is that an Ursidon? I think they just killed an Ursidon. Wait, are those the bears? Crap. I'm forgetting the name of the bear. I think it's Ursidon, though. Scantids are like the scorpion things. Bangalas is the, like, big cat things. Yeah. Ursidons. Is there another Ursidon we can look at here? Or have they been all summarily executed by the Vultures on the map? One of the two. Arbiter swinging in. Makes a lot of sense. I'm down with that. He tries to... Well, he absorbed the Spider-Mine hit. So that this base could come up. Alright, fourth base, sub 10 minutes out of nOOB. Not bad. Still a 2-basing Terran. Still kind of worried about Reavers showing up. Understandably so. Scan no base. Scan no base. Scan... Oh, Observer saw that. So dropship swings in. Actually, I don't think... Alright, never mind. nOOB didn't see that. His Dragoons are responding to it now, but he should have moved his Dragoons into position earlier than this. And the Vultures know that they're dead, but their buddies are trying to get more damage. Good probe pull for the main base on this one, though. Denying mining time is pretty much all you can hope for at this stage. If you're a couple Vultures in this situation. Where are the Dragoons? Why are you not dealing with this? I think this Dragoon is trying, but also not really trying. Sir? Why? Do you not know that there are vultures back here? You saw the dropship come. There you go. A Dragoon shows up. Third base by RoyaL is taken by force. It's a 1-kill vulture, so not happening, friends. Not at all. Vehicle weapons, vehicle plating coming in. Love that fourth base. And, oh, fourth command center on the way from RoyaL. Man, we love RoyaL. RoyaL is just, he's expanding faster than you'd expect a Terran player to expand in this matchup. But I think he's got a general sense of how fast Protoss is expanding. And, well, he doesn't really have enough to come up here and stop me. So I'm just going to get a fourth base. It's fine. Spider-Mine's getting cleared out. Again, it's like mowing the lawn. It's like doing the laundry. It's like anything you got to do from time to time or else it really piles up on you and causes major problems like that. Where 4 of your Dragoons take a hit from a single Spider-Mine. That's really bad. Stasis on the way. Yeah, just a quick reminder, hit that like button if you're enjoying the cast. Just helps the algorithm know that I'm here. And consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 70,000 subs in 2024. I think I can hit it, but we will see if we're on track in a couple of months. I think we are. Maybe we should do a more ambitious goal for 2024. Let me know in the comments what my sub goal should be for this year. And yeah, happy late New Year. Hope it's been a good one so far. Japan's had a hard time with it. With that earthquake and what else? Like a fire? Like an airplane caught on fire while it was landing? Crazy stuff. Look at this 5th base from nOOB. Holy smokes. Holy smokes and Zola. Alright, Spider-Mine it up. Trying to weaken this pylon so it's easier to kill later. Also this Nexus so it's easier to kill later. I like it. I like the active vultures. You know I love the active vultures. And speaking of vultures, my daughter's been going back through the MCU catalog on Disney Plus because she's seen a bunch of these films, but she's only 10. So she was young when a lot of these movies came out and doesn't remember a lot of it. So we started watching Spider-Man Homecoming tonight, and she's having a great time with it. She remembers certain things. Anyway, it's been good. It's been really good. I know the MCU hasn't done a lot of great stuff recently, but man, some of their stuff from, 2008 through 2019, that was an incredible run for any movie studio. And the fact that they pulled it off as well as they did is nuts. All right, man. Vultures, Spider-Mining up there. I mean, this is a lot of bases. RoyaL, I don't know he's lost any tanks today either. Remember what I say, one of the ingredients in the recipe of defeating a Terran player is killing their tanks early. No tanks have died. Maybe one or two when this was taken, but I'd somehow doubt that as well. I love this. nOOB expanding bottom right as well. Scan somewhere. I don't know where that scan was. Here, I guess. It's like, is there an army trolling around there? And there was an army trolling around there. 1-1 upgrades for the Dragoons. The mechs are at 2-1. Traditionally, EMP finally getting researched. He's had a science facility forever. What did he do with it? He forgot about EMP. He's like, ah, crap, I was supposed to get that. Storm's on the way. Stasis is done. Arbiter's ready to go. More scanning. Just like, any sign of carriers? No. Is there a base down here? Yes. Okay, he's just getting information. Just getting it. Fast. RoyaL is not going to play blind. He's not going to sit on 3 bases and try to win. This has to be a recall. Oh, yeah. Recola! And Spider-Mines wipe out like every Dragoon but one during this attack. And these guys kind of get stuck outside. They recalled on the other side of the wall, which is going to buy RoyaL time to get back here and shut this down. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you want to go in, friends. Okay, well, the Zealots are all dying to these vultures, like, really bad. They're all funneling in here 1 or 2 at a time. That's not how you want to do it, Zealots. And then the tanks clear out the Dragoons, and another bit of a failed recall in a PvT. It's tough. It's tough to get a ton of value out of a recall in this matchup. We don't see recall researched a bunch as a result, but I don't know. It's a fun animation. It's really fun when it happens. Even if it kind of messes up by half your army getting recalled outside of this wall, which is... I mean, I don't think that was intended by RoyaL. I'm not sure that this wall design was like, if the recall comes through here, half the units will end up outside. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I'm pretty sure he didn't have that idea. That's my guess on that one, but okay. Well, again, not many tanks have died. Both players are maxed out. The upgrades are coming in. Hallucinations on the way. Scans in, sees. We haven't not really seen a big engagement either. That recalls the nice EMP. Sick EMP, and that noob's like, all right, I'm out. I don't think I want to fight this. I just took an EMP to the face. These tanks have +3 attack. No, thank you, sir. No, not at all. Lo siento, I must leave. Man. I think I learned what lo siento meant from my janitorial days as a freshman in college. Back in the year, 2001. Yo, long time ago. But there were 2 Devons that I worked with, about the same age as me, Devon the boy and Devon the girl. Devon the boy was cool, and Devon the girl was really cute. And she was... Anyway, moving on! Big attack, swinging in, Zealots getting on top, Vulture trying to clear those guys out. The engagement at top, it's only tanks, but some of them are unsieged, so they can engage. Zoom this out. Who's winning? It looks like nOOB is actually sort of winning on both ends right now. Okay, no. Top side is won by the Terran. Bottom side is barely won by the Terran, but barely is a win nevertheless. 6th base coming in from RoyaL down here. God, we love this dude. We love RoyaL. He's so good at this. He is so good at this. Anyway, Devon the girl, really cute. I think she must have had, like, a Mexican mother and, like, an American father or something. One of those things, because her English was American, but she also spoke fluent Spanish. And yeah, one of our favorite things to sprinkle into conversations with us in English was lo siento. So there you go. There are some things you never forget, people. You might be 20 years later remembering something that a cute girl taught you once when you were young. That's what getting old is all about. Sitting around remembering stuff. RoyaL's trying to put a bit of a stranglehold here on nOOB. These are spider mines. Again, smaller dots on the minimap would be awesome. My brain's like, 1,000,000 tanks? No, it's not 1,000,000 tanks. It's all spider mines. Not even close to the same thing. Storm it up. Beautiful. Good storm there. And this is not looking great. Dragoons are trying to shut down this 6th base. They took some spider mine connections, but they're going to fight against these vultures like they were intended to do so, and they are, but then more tanks show up and shut it down. Siege tanks, low ground. It doesn't really matter all that much with these science vessels providing high ground support right now. We going? We going. nOOB says it's time to go. Good stasis. The lower tanks do get wiped out. Okay, good storms bruising these guys up. The follow-up on the Zealots is great. Really, really good stuff here. And ka-chow. Everybody goes home here for RoyaL. Nice little push out from nOOB. Push back. He wants to get these tanks. And no, to answer your questions, I never asked Devon the girl out. I think she had a boyfriend like pretty much the whole time that I knew her, and I was like, I'm not going to get involved with that. All right. Siege tanks sieging up. They're trying to save their buddies in stasis so they don't die as soon as they come out of the stasis. And they came out of stasis and immediately died. All right, that was worth a shot, I guess. Look at nOOB, man. Sending it. Where are the vultures? Where are los vultures? I'm not even sure if that's how you say that. But it feels like it is. And too many tanks. Not enough zealots remaining. The zealots did their best, but it was not enough. nOOB's expanded up here. Incredibly enough. The scans are just going to be consistent here, aren't they? This was a scan here? Yep, that was a scan there. Maybe another expand up. This Reaver, I feel like, has been sitting up at this base for like 10 minutes. I don't know if he got forgot about, but he's going to A-move into some tanks and die. I feel like that is his future. Ready? Oh, yeah. Here we go. 1 shot. 2 shots. 3 shots. All right. That was fun. Storm dropping the SCVs. Oh, beautiful storm drop down here at the 6th base of RoyaL, knocking him down to 57 SCVs to 71 probes. nOOB's got bases bottom right and top left and bottom left and left side and bottom. He's everywhere. He's playing this well. But I think we might have reached the stage of TVP where the Terran just starts wiping out bases and the Protoss has to reestablish somewhere else. Which, you know, they're good at doing. They'll establish summer homes and winter homes, and fall homes and spring homes. They'll put extra production in places if they think somewhere else is going to die. Good snipe on these High Templar. Oh, they got distracted by cannons. It was not a good snipe on the High Templar, actually, at all. Come on, snipe the High Templar. Worried about the Protoss coming in from the left side, trying to save base and save base here. Trying to save that bottom right corner and maybe getting an attack into that 6th base of Royals, but I don't think so. Not really. Can you get up here at the 6th base? No. Too many tanks on the high ground. A tank on the high ground here, so yes, this is doable. Getting up this high ground and saving this bottom right expand is very possible from nOOB. Excellent. Excellent work by him. Probe keeps trying to come up here and expand, and then the Vulture kills it. I feel like that wasn't the first probe that has tried this today, and nOOB just keeps forgetting or doesn't know what's going on up there. Yeah, High Templar. No, Archon. Ooh, saved it with an Archon, but nope. Pretty vulnerable is a warping in Archon. Is a merging in Archon. I'm sorry, got to get that verbiage correct. Stasis on 2 tanks. There's not a lot of tanks here, so 2 of the 3 tanks is great. 4 tanks to count that one way back that way. Trying to expand. Okay. We can't share this bottom right corner, Royal, says nOOB. You can't have this if I have this. That's not how StarCraft works. But sometimes it is. Very rarely we have seen 2 players of opposite persuasions and opposite favorite races share these corners. It's always hilarious when it happens. So I hope we get it here. Yeah, just the tank production by RoyaL is mint right now. It is on point. What do the kids say? Lit? No, that's too old. Lit is too old now. There's got to be a replacement for Lit by now. Of course, the average age for my viewer is like 37 years old, so you guys don't know. Ask your kids, what's the replacement for Lit these days? I guess Bussin', right? Bussin' is maybe the new Gen Z slang. Even that's a little bit old. Slang moves fast, man. All right, bottom base of nOOB's gonna die. This represents a major problem for him. These gateways are big. These probes are big. This gas income is big. He needs this base. The fact that he has not taken this base is concerning to me. He knows he's okay. He's expanding here. I like that. He says, well, lose a base, take a base. It's like those leave a penny, take a penny trays that are, well, not sure if they're at stores anymore, but I'm an old person, so I remember when that was a thing. Man, Falcon is just reminiscing today. Okay, attacking the 3rd base of RoyaL. Zealots on top, Dragoons in the back. Stasising the 3 back tanks, the front tank. Spider-Mine helps kill that siege tank. Very cool stuff. A lift on the command center at the 3rd. That's kind of a big deal, but this base is almost mined out. I'm not sure how much that matters. Goliath takes down an Arbiter. That's always nice. Know how long I have to burn that many scans to see what's going on in this battle. Yeah, I think at this stage, focusing that command center so it dies is probably your best bet. And with +3 Dragoons, it does in fact go down. D-Matrix gets thrown up on one of the tanks that's not taking direct hits. So, interesting choice on that one, but I guess these guys are stasis and therefore cannot be targeted that way. I'm not sure nOOB wants to stay up here, and he doesn't. He's going to back it out. He finally sends, I don't know what he did to come up and actually clear this Vulture out, but he sent something to clear that Vulture out. And now the whole left side of the map is his, which is exactly what he needed here. But RoyaL taking this base and probably expanding over here too is very bad. Very bad for nOOB. A Terran on this many bases is almost impossible to stop. Almost, I say, intentionally. Plasma shield upgrades coming in. More scans in the middle. Where is that army? Where is the Protoss army? Just kind of misses it. There's Protoss like everywhere except in the places that he just scanned, which is hilarious. And he's like, ah! I didn't think you guys would be here. And Vultures have to run back, throw down some Spider Mines, go to the safety of their brothers, the siege tanks. Ow, ow. Connections are connections. 162 to 186 supply. nOOB is up. But never underestimate the power of like 15 siege tanks to deal with a superior numbered Protoss army. This space is going to mine out soon. Might have to send these probes up top left. And after this, it's going to be hard to find places to expand. This might work, but it's really easy for Terran to just kind of sneak up this way, set a couple tanks on this ramp, and wipe that base out. But, yeah, I mean, we do not often see Polypoid mined out like this. It's not, but we're getting there. And this is thanks to a pretty hardcore macro game with a lot of fast expansions and a lot of mining happening. I'm going to try to recall on top of this army. Why is this Arbiter so far out in front? Oh, it's just a stasis. Fair enough, I guess. Good stasis. nOOB again, full sending here. He's just trying to kill what he can. He's got to trade out. He's got to keep this Terran from being maxed out if he can. Good double storm on these tanks. Real. Oh, whiffed on that one entirely somehow. I don't know how that happened. Is there enough Protoss to crush through here? No. No, there is not. But tanks are dying. And that's the guiding light here today, or at least getting really severely bruised up. That's the goal. 149 to 141 supply at 26 minutes. What a bloodbath this game has been. Uh-oh, remember what I said about 2 tanks parking on your ramp and then suddenly you're in a lot of trouble? That's what's happening down here at the 6 o'clock. Just like what will happen at the 12 o'clock if nOOB tries to take it, which is why this is one of the first bases taken, is because nOOB's like, I feel like this is going to die. So the more resources I can get out of this thing before it dies, the better it is for me. Awesome. Good call, dude. Great call. Air weapons coming in. Is he just trying to give his Arbiters more attack? He is. He's trying desperately to give his Arbiters more attack. So that's good. I really like that nOOB has left these cannons here. Or that I guess RoyaL chose to leave these cannons here because... oh my gosh, there's a probe. Sorry. If this probe sneaks down here and builds a pylon, that would be the funniest thing. Ah, the Marines are here to take care of it. Okay, fine. Fine. It would have been very funny, but RoyaL's not having a good time. All right, Nexus down, some probes died. It's 54 probes to 60 SCVs. But the newer bases of income are what matter more here for this game. And nOOB's doing fine that way, but guess what? So is RoyaL. Just throwing that out there. Not replacing his third. Is there enough? There are enough minerals here to make it worth it, but not by a ton. Scan on this army, sees where it's positioned, gets his tanks all sieged up, and says, bring it. Bring it, friend. Bring it, amigo. Air armor coming in. Are we sure there is a fleet beacon here? Okay, but he's not building carriers, nor does he have... he's got 2 Stargates. Might try to sneak a hybrid carrier transition in here at some point. Which, I mean, it's always available, dude, this Arbiter. Swinging in. Nice recall. This probe is alive still. You could use that probe to rebuild a Nexus. Look at the evacuation. RoyaL's like, ah, crap. Can't high ground save this base. Pull the SCVs out. Pull the command center out. Try to high ground fight these Dragoons with my Vultures. No, this probe. Where'd the probe go? Where did the probe go? Probe. What the heck? Did the probe die? I don't know, but guess who's moving up this way? RoyaL is threatening 2 bases at the same time. Every Terran's fantasy. Bam. Nexus down. Bam. Nexus taking serious hits. And the probe is here. Where did you go, probe? You're back. You're building a Nexus. That's huge. And killing 2 Terran bases. This game is crazy. Man, RJB does not send me in snoozers. Holy smokes. All right, so 2 Nexuses die, but 2 command centers die too. And nOOB just takes the bottom right corner while RoyaL takes the top left corner. This is crazy. This is base trading at its finest and finally moving into carriers now that he has some available supply to do so. Let's see how long it takes RoyaL to recognize there's going to be carriers he has to contend with, because He does have some Goliath to deal with the Arbiters. He doesn't have enough Goliath to deal with, you know, 6 to 8 carriers. No siree, Bob. Is he trying to Dragoon up this way? He is. Okay. I guess there's a lot of SCVs. There's like 6 SCVs down here. I don't know. Wow. Just trading positions here. This is amazing. See you later, Nexus. Trying to rebuild down here at the 6 o'clock because there are, again, just barely enough resources to make this worth it. Just barely, but I don't know. Take all the money you can. The right side 4th base of RoyaL goes down, but he's mined out this refinery. He can still get 2 Vespene gas per return on that. 92 minerals left. It does not represent much of a good thing for RoyaL here, so he's just not going to be worried about this at all. This is going to burn down in the sky. When's the last time we saw a command center burn down while floating? I feel like that's been a while. What a banger this game is. Holy smokes. What a great back and forth. Tons of bases getting wiped out. Scans all over the place, and bam, that command center just burned down in the sky. I keep thinking this is command center. No, but this is... Okay, so we've kind of swapped a left versus right scenario for a top versus bottom scenario now. More carriers being added in. They've gotten upgrades because we were upgrading before we had any carriers. The Arbiters enjoyed the upgrades, I guess. They probably did. That was a sick recall in the bottom right that completely cleared this entire area out. I mean, part of it is that RoyaL was out of position for that to happen. And he was heading up this way anyway, and, well, he got what he wanted. He just lost what he didn't want to lose. Down here in these corners. Ricola! Top left. He likes recalling into these corners. He stasises the vultures on the ramp. So the Terran can't get his tanks up here, and then he's just going to, like, deny, I guess. Ooh, gets a nice little storm off there. Snipe. And this base is dead, too. I don't know. Is this a win for nOOB? RoyaL's like, stasis doesn't last forever. It's 41 seconds. I just have to wait that long to get up here. Where is he hiding his carriers? And you think they've been spotted yet? Oh, there's one. Oh. Well, they've totally been spotted now because vultures ran down here, I guess, and started attacking some of these probes. There's 34 probes remaining and 40 SCVs. Not a good day to be a worker on Polypoid, I tell you what. Goodness. All right, so the carriers are revealed, and the Goliaths are on the way. Yep, we're just building Goliaths now. We've got enough tanks to handle the ground army of nOOB. It's the carriers that are going to be the problem, and that is what Goliaths are going to be for. Just kidding. Let's make some more vultures. These probes need to get to work. They're just hanging out. Guys. See, even nOOB forgets to put his probes to work. Even nOOB does this. And look at him. He's got 270 APM. You with your 60 APM. How are you supposed to be able to do this? If nOOB can't even keep up, huh? Do your best. That's all anyone can ever ask of you. Seriously, though, but put these guys to work. Yeah. It's a lot of zealots. Good High Templar snipes. That was some sniping by RoyaL. Hot didgeridoo. Probes, though. I mean, he's worried about this attack. He's not going to do it now. Additional shield upgrades here. Oh, EMP on the carriers. Making them a lot more vulnerable to Goliath attacks. Stasis catching some tanks. Goliath count. It's, what is it? It's 4 versus 3 carriers, but better upgrades on the mech. It is 3-1-2 for the carriers. It's really not terrible. Impressive upgrades considering he just started making these a couple minutes ago again because he started in advance. 7 Goliaths at a time being produced. He's like, yeah, I need a little bit more. A little bit more from the Goliath side of things. And sometimes I get comments that are like, why don't we ever see just like 10 ghosts get made and lock down these carriers and then you got it? But that's because, how many barracks do you have right now? 1. Where is it? Probably floating out somewhere on the map if it hasn't been killed. If you want to pump out a ton of ghosts fast, you need a ton of barracks. And when are you going to do that? When are you going to build a ton of barracks in this game, right? That's the trick. So here is the carriers. They're trying to stay on some high ground here, trying to avoid taking body shots. We know how carrier micro works, don't we? We're good at this. 146 to 167 supply at 34 minutes. This is amazing. What a good game this is. I don't know. RoyaL really seems very confident moving down this bottom right. If this bottom right thing dies, he's never bothered to take the top left. Has he? No, he never has. High ground. Guess what? We can scan up there and hit you guys. Well, actually, there's a miss chance. Siege tanks can miss shots, especially going up high ground. Carriers syncing up their interceptor attacks on that assimilator so they can come out at once and one-shot these Goliaths, but there's a lot of Goliaths here. This sure seems like it's going to be a Terran win. nOOB does not have the income to stand in here if this base dies. He's got, again, a little bit going on down here at the 6 o'clock. And it's just, it's bases. It's bases for RoyaL right now and no bases for nOOB. I think that might be it. This little decisive movement down south. He was able to scout the carriers in time to make enough Goliaths. Carriers kind of taking body shots. Good snipe on the science vessel. No EMPs for you. No high ground spotting for you either. And this whole, once again, nOOB loses the whole bottom right-hand corner, but this time, this time he does. This time he recalls and takes down the 12 o'clock base of RoyaL. Holy crap. All right, RoyaL's on 1 mining base. nOOB's technically on 0 mining bases. And for someone who's got carriers, that's a problem because interceptors cost money to rebuild. So if you don't have any cash, rebuilding interceptors becomes a major obstacle to making these carriers good. They become kind of flying paperweights at that point if they don't have any interceptors, right? Yeah, they do. Yeah. And, yeah, 322 upgrades on the carriers is good, though. Because, I mean, that's 6 armor, actually, for the shields alone, and then 2 more for plasma shields. So, I mean, 8 armor is a lot. I mean, the Goliaths over here are doing, 24 damage. 32 damage. I know how to count. I can do basic math. This 1 mining base of RoyaL is so crucial right now. Look at it. Spider mines take out the tank. Holy smokes. Wait. More reinforcements coming in to save the day, but how many SCVs will die first? There's still 30 of them, so even if a few SCVs die here, RoyaL's not going to be in that much trouble. Just got to throw that one out. And, okay. Ow. 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 So base is alive. RoyaL is floating a command center over. Again, a major advantage for Terran is the ability to float command centers over from bases that are mined out into bases that are not mined out. And whoa! And that's a GG. nOOB taps out. I thought he would stick around if he had those carriers. But no, RoyaL comes out on top. I mean, it's a money situation, right? It's nOOB having no income and RoyaL having some income. In a very, very late game situation, or really in any situation, that's going to be GG, right? nOOB's just seeing the writing on the wall. He recognizes this is mined out. He's got access to about 100 minerals down here, and that is it. He does not have the money to build a new Nexus. His carrier group is awesome. By that, I mean it's only 6 of them. He's got a handful of units over here. He's not even down all that much. Right? He's 148 to 142 supply. It's just he can't engage with these Goliaths. There's too many of them. And again, every interceptor that dies is another just absolute thorn in the side of what nOOB is trying to do here. So, yeah, I mean, I might clump these guys up, try to recall them up here. He does get, like I said, he does get some SCVs up here, which is awesome. But then, just the ground army is so much stronger than anything that's going on here for nOOB. And RoyaL, man. What a great, great endurance of a PBT this was for him. And I think that was about our GG. This command center floats over. I wax poetic about that for a minute. The carriers are like, aha, we killed a dropship. We feel good about ourselves. We have high self-esteem. But then he GG's out. Yeah. Really. He doesn't have enough to deal with his ground army. The Goliath count is heavy enough to deal with his carriers. And that's it. So, woof. What a fantastic back and forth. I mean, just a truly, truly incredible back and forth there between these two players. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here for amazing games, and RJB keeps sending to me, man. All day, every day. Wow. All right, well, that was fun. That was a truly, truly, truly good PvT. How many command centers died? How many Nexuses died? I want to say 10 Nexuses died today. 2 here, maybe another 2 here. This one died. This one died. The 6 o'clock died. I mean, it is just adding up. Command centers dying too. This base went down. This base went down. These bases died too. Just command centers dying like flies, dropping so fast. But RoyaL's able to endure. He's able to scout the carrier tech switch in time. And he gets the win. 319,000 points to 333,000 points. RoyaL out producing nOOB. And almost getting out killed by nOOB, but not by that much. This is our number here, right? RoyaL outproducing the Protoss, and the kill-death ratio is about the same. And nOOB did outspend our Terran, but in a 40-minute game, outspending by 14,000 resources is just not quite enough. And if you're out of cash, doesn't matter how much you outspent, right? Man. All right. That was a lot of fun. That was a really, really fun PvT. Thanks again, RJB, for the replay. And that's going to be it from me. So, this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.